and dry conditions fueling the flames, making it tougher for firefighters to gain the upper hand. We have team coverage on the firefight and the fire conditions. We have Chief Meteorologist Adam Kruger and Matthew Seedorf will join us in a minute.
First, we go to Haley Winslow. She's in Orange County, where officials say there is an immediate threat to life in the airport fire. Haley?
Yeah, this fire has grown quickly in a little more than 24 hours to 93, almost 9,400 acres here. And actually, these homes right here that are just right in front of it really are under that evacuation order. But a lot of the residents have chosen to stay. They've got their cars packed and they're ready to go at a moment's notice. But especially from far away, it looks a bit apocalyptic. We have Steve, the Captain Concialdi here from the OC Fire Authority, just ran over to give us a quick update. Tell me, what's the latest on these conditions?
The latest, that number has grown tremendously. So that was 9,300 acres this morning at 11 o'clock. So as you can see, the fire has grown. It hasn't been flown yet, so we don't have the actual acreage right now, but it has burned towards Ortega Highway. It has jumped Ortega Highway. And so we have a lot of resources over there, El Carrizo area, and any of the homes and communities that are around Ortega Highway. It has started backing around to our left here behind me towards the communities of Williams Canyon, Majestic, and Silverado, but we're doing a great job of keeping those fires contained, knocking them down. We sent a robust response from the air, and we've had a lot of those fires knocked down.
So we're going to show some video of just how powerful this fire has been, really exploding in a little more than 24 hours. Now, thankfully, no homes are threatened, but at the top of this hillside, we have some communication towers for TV, for radio, for fire and law enforcement. But if they are destroyed, you say we've got backups.
Yeah, there's redundancy with all systems. So we had crews there all night long battling that fire into this morning, and at some point, that fire got too intense. We had dropped a lot of fire retardant around there, but we had to pull those crews off. So it's burned up near there. We're not sure about the damage. Our radios for law enforcement and fire have not been affected.
All right, Chris Deans, come on in here. He's a Robinson Ranch resident that's not supposed to be here right now, technically. And it's incredible work that really they're doing. 1,000 firefighters in unified command that can drop anywhere from 50 gallons to 3,000 gallons of water on this fire, which is obviously very helpful. They just got some new equipment. You're a resident here. What do you think?
It's crazy. I got the call yesterday. I was about 45 minutes away, so we had to rush home to get the dogs. By the time we got here, we had to leave the cars at the bottom of the hill at Smart and Final, hoof it up the hill. Luckily, someone picked us up, helped us out, packed up the truck, and we're ready to go. But me and a few other neighbors decided to stay overnight. I'm just coming back right now to grab a couple other things because after we left for work, we had to leave my other truck down there, so no way to get back up. A buddy let me borrow this red e-bike. So now I'm just going to pick up a few more things and get out of here.
All right. Thanks, you guys. Yeah. Now, the air quality here is also pretty bad. I mean, we were here for 5-10 minutes, and you could already feel it in your throat. The good news is we don't have the Santa Anas like we had during the Woolsey fire. So even though it is still 0% contained, looking at these images from Skyfox, you can see just how quickly a fire like this can erupt. They're hoping to get more control over it in the coming days. And firefighters, have been working through this brutal heat overnight, and they literally go door to door with flashlights to check on each person's home and make sure that no homes are threatened or damaged. And so far, they've been successful. Reporting live here in Robinson Ranch, I'm Haley Winslow, Fox 11 News.
We are hoping for those cooler temperatures soon, Haley. All right, thank you so much. Nearly 28,000 acres have been burned in the line fire, and crews are still battling that one, trying to halt those flames. Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf is in Running Springs. What do you have for us, Matthew?
Yeah, we just actually very sad news to report that we just saw a house go up in flames not too far this direction to the south, I believe. But if you look in Running Springs right now, it is a ghost town. A lot of people following those evacuation orders. There's a helicopter right now, very active. We're seeing them making these drops, trying to put out hot spots as this fire continues to grow. Containment at last check around 5%. It's about 27,000 acres burned, the largest in the LA area. We've been seeing these drops come through, and for a little while there, we saw all these firefighters on the main street here in Running Springs kind of setting up shop, as right now they're actively fighting a house that's on fire. We're seeing another helicopter flying over right now. definitely deteriorating conditions. We've talked to a resident that he's worried that this fire is going to reach the town any moment. We hope that doesn't happen, but you can see there are a couple of residents out there across the street. Looks like they've got their phones out with that flame retardant as well, the red flame retardant on the street. Definitely a deteriorating and scary situation up here, and we'll keep you updated. Reporting live, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News.
It looks so ominous. Okay. Thank you so much. The bridge fire burning near San Gabriel, that there is some breaking news as it relates to that. This is burning the San Gabriel Canyon. It's now consumed more than 3,800 acres. It is 0% contained. That fire, which started Sunday near East Fork and Glendora Mountain Roads, has prompted numerous evacuations. Firefighters have managed to slow the fire by dropping retardant nonstop overnight with night flying helicopters. The new information that we're hearing is that now the community of Wrightwood has been ordered to evacuate because of the bridge fire. We'll keep a watch on this and keep you posted.
Let's talk now about the super scoopers that are making water drops on a fire that broke out west of Lancaster this morning. Skyfox overhead of the Apollo fire, which has burned about 500 acres near 245th Street and West Aqueduct Road. Pear Blossom Highway is closed about 1.5 miles east of Interstate 5. No word yet on containment.
Okay, let's check in with our new chief meteorologist, Adam Kruger, for a look at the fire conditions. It's a little cooler. We heard fire officials say that, but it's still rough out there.
Yeah, it's still on the warm side. We do see improvement with the temperatures over the next few days. We'll get to that, but let's just start with the fire conditions and the air quality alert, which, no surprise, covers a large part of the area, everywhere in gray because of the smoke in the air. These are the three main fires we've been talking about at the top of our newscast here. Of the three, though, it's the bridge fire where the winds will be the biggest issue in the next 24 hours or so, but at the line fire and the airport fire, that's where the winds really aren't too big of a factor. They are expected to be on the light side even going into tomorrow. But we do have a fire weather warning, also known as a red flag warning, for the interior mountains and the foothills north of Los Angeles. Gusts there could be up to 40 miles per hour. This is in effect through midday tomorrow, and the relative humidity may be at 5 to 15%. So that certainly could make things worse there. But again, past midday tomorrow, that red flag warning or fire weather warning does expire. Now, onto the temperatures. And compared to this time yesterday, we've got a substantial drop. It's around 10 to 20 degrees cooler right now than it was at 5 p.m. yesterday. Here's a look at our current temps. Santa Monica at 73 degrees right now. Still see some warm numbers up here, but notice the lack of 100s across the map. We do have a few as we get way out into the low desert. LA at 81 right now, Long Beach 83, about 100, close to 100 degrees. San Bernardino, it just updated on me, was 100 earlier. Palm Springs at 105 right now. So we've got the warm air, but not the real hot air in place for today, and that's where we're going to see a big change going forward. Here's just a preview of what our high temperatures look like for tomorrow. For LA, Inland OC, about 81 degrees. In the valleys, Inland Empire, topping out around 90 degrees. Still seeing some triple digits in the low deserts, mountains in the 70s. We've got some winds still around the high deserts, wind advisory in effect there, in fact. And then along the coast, it's going to be back to maybe some long sleeves with those temperatures only topping out in the low 70s. We'll talk more about the wind forecast around our region, and we'll get to the 7 days coming up a little bit later.